7 muscle cars that were surprisingly slow. Muscle cars are known for big engines, loud exhausts, and raw power. But not every muscle car lived up to the hype when it came to speed. Today, we're diving into 7 muscle cars that looked fast, but weren't. You might be surprised which legends ended up being more bark than bite. Let's get into it. 1. 1975 Chevrolet Camaro. The second-gen Camaro looked the part, but by 1975, performance had seriously dropped. Due to emissions regulations and the oil crisis, power was cut drastically. The base V8 produced only around 145 horsepower. That meant 0 to 60 miles per hour in over 10 seconds, slower than some family sedans. Its aggressive styling gave it muscle car presence, but the speed wasn't there. Even the optional 350 cubic inch V8 struggled to impress. Heavy curb weight didn't help its performance either. Despite its slow stats, the car still sold well based on looks alone. It was more of a cruiser than a bruiser. Today, it's often remembered more for its design than its speed. Fans sometimes swap in modern LS engines to fix the performance issues. It's a great example of how looks can deceive. The 1975 Camaro had the soul of a muscle car, but not the muscle. In a straight line, it was far from threatening. But with the right mods, it still holds huge potential. 2. 1980 Pontiac Trans Am. By 1980, the once mighty Trans Am had become a shadow of its former self. Its massive 4.9-liter turbocharged V8 produced just 210 horsepower. That might sound okay, until you remember the car weighed over 3,700 pounds. The result was a sluggish 0-60 time of around 9.5 seconds. Even with a turbo badge and aggressive styling, it just didn't perform. The turbo lag was severe, and the power band felt flat. Pontiac tried to keep the Trans Am relevant with decals and spoilers, but under the hood, it lacked the punch that muscle car fans wanted. The Smokey and the Bandit fame didn't help its credibility in drag races. It looked fast, but was more show than go. Handling was decent for the time, but straight-line speed disappointed. Enthusiasts today often rebuild or upgrade these cars for real performance. Despite the lack of speed, the car has a strong, nostalgic appeal. It represents the end of the classic muscle era before a major performance comeback. The 1980 Trans Am teaches us, not all turbos are thrilling. 3. 1976 Ford Mustang II Cobra II. This one hurts. A Mustang with Cobra in the name, but no real bite. The 1976 Mustang II Cobra II was more of a styling package than a performance machine. Its V8 engine produced just 140 horsepower. That meant 0 to 60 miles per hour in around 10 seconds or more. The chassis was based on the Pinto, which didn't help dynamics. Despite the stripes, scoops, and spoilers, it simply wasn't fast. The name Cobra gave false hope to muscle car fans. Even the manual transmission couldn't save its reputation. Compared to Mustangs from the 1960s, this was a serious step backward. It had the look, but not the go. Ford focused more on fuel efficiency and regulations than raw power. Collectors today enjoy it for its rarity and 70s flair, not its performance. It's often viewed as the weakest Cobra-badged car ever made. Still, it remains a quirky piece of Mustang history. Just don't expect it to win any drag races. 4. 1982 Chevrolet Camaros, Z28. The 1982 Z28 debuted with great looks and aerodynamic improvements. But under the hood, the performance didn't match the styling. Its 5.0-liter V8 produced just 165 horsepower. That led to 0-60 times in the 9-second range. Slow for a muscle car. Despite being lighter than its predecessors, it still felt underpowered. The car came with cool tech like crossfire injection, but it didn't help much. The Z28 badge promised speed, but delivery fell short. Chevrolet was trying to balance performance and emissions, but lost the performance. Handling was decent, which saved it slightly from embarrassment. Still, muscle car fans expected more from the Z28 name. The third-gen Camaro had potential, but needed time to evolve. Later models improved performance, but 1982 was a rough start. The styling remains iconic, especially with the ground effects package. It's a car you want to be fast, but it just isn't stock. Thankfully, it's a great platform for mods. 5. 1978 Dodge Aspen RT. The Aspen RT looked aggressive with its racing stripes and sporty trim. It was Dodge's attempt to keep the muscle car alive in the late 70s, but its 360 cubic inch V8 made only 170 horsepower. That wasn't enough for its weight and size. 0-60 miles per hour came in around 9.5 seconds. Not impressive for a muscle car. Despite the RT badge, it lacked real performance upgrades. It was more of an appearance package than a serious performance trim. The handling was soft, and the brakes were mediocre. Buyers were often disappointed by its lack of muscle. Today, it's remembered as one of the slowest performance Dodges of the era. Collectors might enjoy its retro styling, but not its driving dynamics. Even in its time, the RT felt outdated. It lacked the bite to match its bark. Dodge would later redeem itself with real power, but this wasn't it. The Aspen RT is a case study in missed muscle car potential. 6. 1977 AMC Hornet AMX. The AMX badge once stood for serious performance, but by 1977, the AMC Hornet AMX was mostly flash. Its V8 engine produced only around 120–130 horsepower. Acceleration was sluggish, with 0-60 times pushing over 11 seconds. The styling was sporty, with stripes and spoilers, classic AMX flair, but it was mostly a visual package. Performance upgrades were minimal or non-existent. It was more about marketing than muscle. AMC struggled to keep up with the big three in this era. The AMX name was a last attempt to stir excitement. Unfortunately, enthusiasts weren't fooled by the badging. It's now remembered more for its uniqueness than performance. Still, it holds a place in muscle car history for its bold styling. The Hornet AMX proves that even legendary names can disappoint. It's rare, but not fast. 7. 1981 DeLorean DMC-12, honorable mention. Technically not a muscle car, but many assumed it was one. The DeLorean looked fast with its gull-wing doors and stainless steel body. But under the hood was a 2.85-liter V6 with just 130 horsepower. That meant 0-60 in around 10.5 seconds. Not great for a supercar look-alike. The engine came from a joint French-Swedish project, not known for power. Its heavy body didn't help acceleration or handling. It had a 5-speed manual but still felt sluggish. Despite the hype, the performance didn't match the design. Its fame skyrocketed thanks to Back to the Future, not racetrack wins. Today, it's a collector's icon, but not for its speed. The DMC-12 is often called the slowest, fast-looking car ever made. Still, its design and cultural legacy are unmatched. It's more about presence than performance. Sometimes, a car becomes legendary for reasons beyond horsepower. The DeLorean is proof of that. Not all muscle cars lived up to their looks, but they all have a story. Which of these slow muscle cars surprised you the most? Comment below and don't forget to like and subscribe for more car history and fun facts. See you in the next video.